So my presentation is about why cigarettes and alcohol are still legal or not classified as class 1 drugs, and why cannabis, DMT, psilocybin are still classified as class 1 drugs, even though they are prescribed for medicinal use. We all know cigarettes and alcohol are bad for when you use a lot of it. Us kids were born in a world where it's cool to smoke or drink. It's not cool when you have lung problems or heart problems in the future, though. Especially if you start using it early in your life. Around 100,000 people died from alcohol-related deaths and 450,000 people died from smoking-related deaths, so why is it still legal? Vapes are getting more and more common for our generation. Almost everyone has one, and they start this tolerance, and when they don't have it, the nicotine, they turn into someone else. Like if you are hungry and you needed something to eat, like right then, you turn hangry. And like the Snickers commercial. And the kids my age or even younger than me start hitting these vapes and start this tolerance, and it's just now wired in their brain. So since then, they've always had a knack for it, and then they can't quit. Just the same in the generation before us, like my aunts and uncles, they started smoking cigarettes and still smoke cigarettes because they started when they were young, and it's wired in their brain. Vapes are considered more dangerous, unhealthier than cigarettes because the chemicals to put in the flavors are way harmful. And alcohol, on the other hand, it kind of goes hand in hand with smoking, because once you start smoking or once you start drinking, then you kind of want the other, vice versa. You kind of want to see, and then you get addicted to both, and it's like kind of wired. But some people, I know in my family, have an addictive gene. So like my aunts and uncles, they smoke, drink, and like they can't stop because it's a gene in our family. And that's why I don't condone any drugs, because it could get wired in your brain. You can't stop. In my opinion, I feel like alcohol and cigarette sales should be limited as well. But like you can only buy like a certain amount of cigarettes or pack of alcohol like per year. And class 1 drugs such as marijuana, psilocybin, LSD, peyote, any other psychedelic drugs, I feel like should be legalized, considering the fact that tribes, like Native American tribes, use it to speak to different religion, like gods and stuff. And THC and cannabis, they don't really harm you. There's no related deaths. There's no related psychedelic deaths, but there's way more cigarette smoking and alcohol related deaths. So I feel like, in my opinion, cannabis and the psychedelic drugs should be legalized. Plus, it's good for the economy too, because once we start opening up places to sell cannabis or psilocybin, like in Amsterdam, I know their economy's kind of not booming, but it's not doing anything wrong, because it's the cannabis industry is really prominent over there. So I feel like just don't get addicted and don't get it wired in your brain. Then if you use it for like medicinal purposes, then that's good.